Hey, welcome everybody to the Daily Mastermind. I'm Paul Baxter, Implementation Coach for the Mortgage Mastermind Group. And guys, as we say in our motto is, we're here to help you grow. Today we're talking about holiday marketing ideas. It is the season. We've got Thanksgiving literally right around the corner from us. We've got Christmas coming up, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, all of it all wrapped up into a very short period of time. And so today I want to talk to you about what that means for us in our business and as mortgage lenders, what we can do to use this time of year to our advantage to really generate some relationships, not only with our referral partners, but with our past clients as well, and ideas on how to market ourselves during the holidays. So the holidays, to me, are a really interesting time of the year because what happens with the general public, and I'm not saying this is 100%, but for the majority, people change their focus from focusing internally to external motivation, meaning when we're focused throughout the year in March and July and September, we're focused on our business. What can I do to grow my business? You know, what am I? When it comes to the holiday season, our focus becomes, oh, I want to do this special gift for my children, and I want to be able to get this cool thing from my mom, and man, I really want to take care of and make sure that this goes well, and she has a happy holiday season. You know, I want to make sure my aunt gets invited to the cousin's house because she feels excluded. It's about thinking of others, and so the focus it stops being internal and becomes external for the most part. And people, even though they're focused externally on the holidays and all the things they'd like to do and the family and the trips they want to go here for vacation, those that are still focused on their business, they're thinking about 2015. They're not thinking about, you know, how am I going to get 2 more deals in December? They're thinking about 2015, here's what I'm going to do, this is what my goals are. They're beginning to think about what next year is going to look like in their business. They're starting, those that are our focus group, the people that we're looking towards, are typically thinking about that in their business right now, not so much about the next deal or, I'm done for the next month, I'm not even going to bother working. No, they're working, but what they're working on is 2015. Those are our targets. Those are the ones that are the above average agents that are going to be thinking about that. And if you know these things going into the holiday season, it gives you an advantage on how you can communicate with them, or the things that you say in your communication, your holiday communication, because you know what they're thinking in advance. You already know what's on their mind. And it allows you to deliver a message that makes you stand out a bunch amongst all the other messages that they got during the holidays. So let's start with focusing on our past clients. The first thing that you have to remember, and this is important, you know, I remember when I was in my 20s, I used to, you know, I'd answer the phone, you know, Merry Christmas, and somebody'd say Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays, nothing. I'm a Christmas, so say Merry Christmas to me. But the reality is that we're talking about our business, and we have a group of clients that may not feel the same way we do about that. And so you have to remember that all your clients aren't Christians, and they don't celebrate Christmas. Make sure that your holiday message doesn't say Merry Christmas or, you know, Happy Hanukkah. It doesn't go out to everybody. It's a Happy Holidays from our family to yours. And the holidays encompasses all of it. Whether they celebrate Kwanzaa or not, you're wishing them a happy holiday, whatever it is that they choose to celebrate. For my Seinfeld friends out there that choose to celebrate, what do they call it? Next of us? It's next of us for the rest of us? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about if you're a Seinfeld fan. The important part about your holiday message is that you want to get your message out early. Don't wait to the week before Christmas to send out your holiday messages because you're too late for your Hanukkah friends. That begins on the 16th of December. You're too late for the friends who are, perhaps you've got some Muslim friends that don't celebrate any of it during the season. Ramadan's already passed, but you can still wish them a happy holiday because Thanksgiving is part of the holidays. New Year's is still part of the holidays. And thank you, Bill. It's Festivus for the rest of us. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I knew it was something Estivus, but it's Festivus for the rest of us. The point is, get your message out early, but make sure it's a generic holiday message. You don't want to offend a specific segment of your past clients, and that's especially true for your past clients. You may not know them as deeply as you know your referral partners. We're going to cover your referral partners too during this presentation, but especially for your past clients, you may not know what their religious background is. It's not part of your application. So you may not know that, and so you want to make sure that is a generic message, and get your message out early. And then the question becomes, well, how should you get your message out? Should you email your message? Should you mail your message like a greeting card kind of thing, or should you call them? The answer to that question is yes. Yes. You're going to email them, you're going to call them, and you're going to send them a piece of mail. Do you want what it boils down to is, do you want to differentiate yourself, or do you just want to make sure that you're doing what everybody else is doing? And if the answer is if you just want to make sure you're doing what everybody else is doing, shoot them an email with a happy holiday to your database and call it a day. Cool. If that's all you want to do is make sure that you're doing what everyone else is doing. If you want to differentiate yourself, do all three. Send an email now, happy holidays. And I'll show you when to send it. Let's go into it. Send an email now. Send that out early. The perfect for the week of Thanksgiving, which is next week. Send the happy holidays email out, and this is what the email would say to your past clients. I wanted to send you a special note to let you know how much I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to help you with your home purchase. It means a lot that you trust me with helping you. I hope this holiday season is filled with joy, love, and laughter. From our family to yours, happy holidays. Sincerely, Paul Baxter, Legacy Financial Group, and my phone number. Very simple, no real call to action, a simple thank you, and a happy holiday message. That's a short little email. It's generic. It's to your past clients. I don't need to say their name in it. It doesn't need to be personalized. I don't need to go do all the rigmarole of personalizing. This is a message that is just a different kind of message. This is just to make sure you're in the same place that everybody else is. But if you do it the week of Thanksgiving, guess what? They're not expecting a holiday message the week of Thanksgiving, are they? They're expecting that a couple weeks into December. They're expecting that, you know, later on, getting closer to the traditional time when you would send a holiday message in an email. You're going to get 1,000 of them in the month of December, but the week before Christmas, ooh, now that's a little bit different, isn't it? And it's a thank you for allowing you, reminder, basically, of allowing you to do business with them. A video message is absolutely perfect, Bill. Bill sent a question, video message, question mark. Absolutely. Absolutely. Short, sweet. And here's the key components of this email that I've created to send to past clients. I wanted to send you a special note. I'm taking time personally to send you a special note, and what that note is about is how much I appreciate you. Now, raise your hand on this call if you don't like to be appreciated. Nobody. I didn't think so. Everybody likes to be appreciated, so you start out with a compliment. You know, I'm sending you something special because I appreciate you. Now I'm reminding them of what I appreciate them for. Thank you for allowing me to help you with your home purchase. Oh yeah, that was our mortgage guy. I reminded him. And then I tell them that it meant a lot to me that they trusted me with helping them. Right? Nice and easy. It's that part is more than anything to remind them of who I am. Maybe I haven't sent an email, I haven't communicated. They bought a house in January, or they bought a house in November of last year, and I haven't communicated with them since. So it's a good and easy way to remind them. And then I make my special note. I hope this holiday season is filled with love, joy, and laughter. From our family to yours, happy holidays. Whatever that holiday may happen to be. Maybe it's Thanksgiving. Maybe it's Hanukkah. Maybe it's Christmas. Maybe it's Kwanzaa. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm wishing them a happy holiday, happy Festive. I'm not saying happy Festivus. So it's a nice, easy, short message. So in a video, Bill, I would deliver the same short little 20-second message. Hey, friend, I wanted to send a special note to let you know how much I appreciate you. Thanks for allowing me to help you with your home purchase. It means a lot to me that you trusted me with helping you. I hope this holiday season is filled with love, joy, and laughter. From my family to yours, happy holidays. That's a nice, short, easy video. Maybe, you know, for my crazy folks out there like Jeff, get in front of a green screen and have a whole bunch of poinsettias or holly plants or different things, you know, maybe a Christmas tree fly across and then a Hanukkah menorah fly across. I'm not sure what the symbol for Kwanzaa is. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's a king on a camel with the North Star behind his head, I believe, is the Kwanzaa symbol. I'm not positive about that, but you know, have different things fly behind you on your green screen, Jeff. That would be, you know, for doing something like that. For you, Bill, sit in, you know, go outside. You're in an area that probably got some snow this week, like everybody else. I know my girl Peggy is probably the winner of the snow brigade today. She's up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where they just got pummeled with it. But go outside and stand in the snow and deliver your happy message in a video. Absolutely. Great way to deliver that message. But do it this week. Do it next, you know, the week of Thanksgiving, because it's different. They're not expecting to get that message then. They're expecting to get that message later on. Great email to send, but that's only the first step. You want to send them a mail, and you want to send this mail out in the second week of December. The reason why we send this mail out in the second week of December is because, if you remember, Hanukkah falls on December 16th. So if I send this piece of mail out in the second week of December, it's going to get to them before Hanukkah begins. Dear Ben, and this is personalized, because this is going to be a greeting card that's a handwritten card. If you're my man Alan, you're going to do it through your send out cards system with a nice template, with a nice handwriting type of font that you're going to use in this card. You're going to handwrite this out. That's why this is such a short message, because listen, I'm talking about handwriting a message to a whole lot of past clients. You know, the reality is that's a whole lot of handwritten messages. Alan, it's going to be easier for him. Now, some of you, if you want to spend a little extra money, I can tell you, with my experience in the direct mail business, you can find a print shop that you can do one handwritten one, bring it to the print shop, have them put it on flat paper as opposed to glossy, and they can print it out and make it look like your handwriting on a whole bunch of them all at the same time. That's going to cost you a little bit more, more in tune with what you pay with send-out card. A print shop that does mail is typically going to run you probably about 30 cents per copy on the printing and stuffing. That means stuffed in an envelope. And then you'll probably pay, I would pay the first class shipping price. So you're looking at about between 75 cents to $1 a piece per mail if you take it to a print shop to do for you, handwrite at one time. Now realize this, guys, I'm talking about a pretty quick turnaround time. We're 3 weeks from the second week of December. I mean, the second week of December is literally just a little bit of time away. So if this, I highly recommend that you get started on this. If you're going to handwrite these, go today to the dollar store. The dollar store has packets of little greeting cards that are like the graphic on the front. I saw them at the dollar store yesterday. The ones I would grab are, the graphic on the front is a close-up image of a poinsettia plant, the red leaves with the yellow little flowery things in the middle. It's just a close-up image of that, and it says in silver on the front, Happy Holidays. That's it. Inside is completely blank. Okay? Inside is completely blank, and I believe for $1 they came 25 to a pack for $1. So depending on how many people you have in your database or how many you intend to send this greeting card to, maybe you focus on the people that you did business with this year on the greeting card if you don't have enough time or the money's going to get a little bit challenging for you. However you want to do it, there's lots of ways to do it. Again, you want it to appear to be a handwritten card, so if you're going to have it printed or do send out cards, make sure it's a handwriting font. If you're going to have it printed, handwrite the first one, bring it to your printer, have them do that on a flat type of paper that that you can fold. You can find a print shop that'll do that with mail. Just do a Google search in your area for direct mail companies, and that'll bring you up who your locals are if you're going to do it that way. If you're going to handwrite them out, again, on the handwriting them out, I'd recommend just kind of focus on the people that you did business with this year specifically, and then if time permits beforehand, how many ever you can get in additional from the people you did business with this year. Dear Baxter family, happy holidays from our family to yours. May your holidays be filled with love, joy, love, and laughter. Your friend and lender for life, Paul Baxter. I'm reminding them with that one little sentence. That's all the reminder I'm giving them, other than the fact that in my direct mail piece, and James, I was holding off on your question until I got to this part. The question from James is, do you include a business card inside? The answer to that is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes, because more than you think they're going to share your business card with somebody else, it's a reminder of who you are and why they're getting a greeting card from you. Okay, that's why you're including the business card. Not so much that you are trying to get your contact information to them, but remember, on a handwritten note like this, it's got to be short and sweet. It can't take up too much of your time to blast through 50, 75 of these babies. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you can't be spending 10 hours a day doing handwritten cards to past clients. It's important to do, but you can't spend all day doing it, so it needs to be a nice, short, sweet message that your friend and lender for life is a reminder. Paul Baxter, Legacy Financial Group, my phone number is the reminder, and then the business card. I'm just trying to remind them how I made them feel in the past. The whole thing is about reminding them about how I made them feel, and so I've got to remind them who I am so that it triggers that feeling memory for them. And then the last step, and I definitely recommend you do this. This is definitely recommended. Make this call the week of the 17th. Now let's be real with each other. And I'm not trying to point fingers or call anybody out here. We're talking about the week of December 17th. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna pull this up real quick here. Don't I have a calendar? Well, let me go to December. Well, anyway, okay, there's December. Thank you. So the week of December 17th. Now, Hanukkah is this day. Now, let's be real with each other. December 15th, pretty much through New Year's. December 15th through New Year's. I'm just being real. We're going to come back into this. Just being real with you, December 15th through about the beginning of New Year's. How many files are you actually working on to get closed in the next little bit? How many leads are you getting during December 15th through the beginning of New Year's? How much time are we spending organizing and making sure loan files are good? I'm asking. I need some feedback from you guys on this. Honest feedback, because the reality of it is it's a slowdown time in our business. We know this going in. There's not a lot of home buying and closings going on right around Christmas time in our country. Not a whole lot of that going on, so we can plow through these phone calls pretty efficiently. It's a short and sweet phone call. Let's say 70% of the time, 70% of the time, we're going to get a voicemail and leave a message instead of actually having a speaking conversation with someone. If we do have a speaking conversation with someone, it's around the holiday time. They're hearing from their lender. There's not a whole lot of conversation to be had. It's not going to be 30-minute phone calls. 2, maybe 3 minutes max if they're really enjoying the conversation. Very short and sweet phone calls. These are not hard to make, guys. But I'm going to tell you, if you couple this phone call with sending an email first, and then they've already gotten or they've already received the greeting card that you sent them in the mail, and now you're calling them on the phone as well. Hey there, Freddie McClient. This is Paul Baxter with Legacy Mortgage Group. I'm just calling to wish you and yours a very happy holidays filled with joy, love, and laughter. Thank you again for allowing me to help you with your home purchase. I appreciate the trust you placed in me. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to call, okay? That's all the call is. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Yes, the email to be sent, I'll show that again, James. Let me bring that back up. Here's the email to your client. It goes, I wanted to send you a special note to let you know how much I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to help you with your home purchase. It means a lot to me that you trusted me with helping you. I hope this holiday season is filled with joy, love, and laughter. From our family to yours, happy holidays. Sincerely, Paul. And then, again, you send the direct mail piece, just happy holidays from our family to yours. May your holidays be filled with joy, love, and laughter. Your friend and lender for life, Paul. With a business card in it, absolutely. And then the phone call that you make. You're just making a short, sweet, wow. Peggy, that is excellent, by the way, on a side note. That is awesome. That is awesome. You are breaking the mold, my girl. I love it. And the handwritten note again is this, James. Happy holidays from our family to yours. May your holidays be filled with joy, love, and laughter. Your friend and lender for life. And then your signature down there. And then the phone call. And the phone call is just a simple reminder. And look, notice that the only real call to action, no call to action during the holidays, guys. It's with your past clients, you're not looking to ask them for business right now. It's the one and only time you'll hear me say that. But your call to action is very soft. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to call. It's a holiday greeting message. You're just trying to reiterate the feeling that you get. Message on answering machine or wait to get them live. Absolutely leave a message on an answering machine. And you know, an easy way to do this, I've seen this brought up, and James, I know you were asking the question of this on the private group on Facebook. Slide dial would be a very easy way to do this. You know, if you know, like Peggy was just saying, she's got 8 to 10 closings this month. She's kind of a little, you know, breaking the mold a little bit. She's having a fantastic month this month of December. She's going to have 8 to 10 closings, and hopefully she's got a couple of calls to make for a couple of refis to hit a bonus level she's looking to achieve, which is fantastic. So for Peggy, that time may be better spent doing that and then use slide dial. What slide dial is, guys, is it, as opposed to, there's a couple of systems out there, and very seldom do I see slide dial as being a benefit over making an actual live phone call. What slide dial does is you plug in the numbers, you pre-record your voice message. So you pre-record this message, you plug in the numbers, and what it does is it doesn't actually ring the phone. It dumps a voicemail into the automated voicemail systems. Now, if I've got 100 phone numbers, I'm pretty doggone sure that 99 of those phone numbers are an automated voice messaging system. I may, somewhere down the line, it shocks me to even think about it, but there is probably somebody on somebody's database that has an answering machine. You know, the little thing that plugs into, you guys may remember this. Some of you on this call are old enough to remember these. It was a machine that plugged into the side of your phone, and it had these little tiny, tiny tapes. And you would put them in there, and you would record a message onto the little tiny, tiny tape into the machine, and you would set it to a number of dials, and when you wouldn't answer, the recorder would play, and people could leave a message on a tiny little tape. That's called an answering machine. Very few people have those anymore. But what slide dial does is it dumps a voice message onto automated voice messages. And so people get a message directly from you. It doesn't dial them or bother people. It leaves that message. Now, when making calls, you will hear me say 99.999% of the time that it is far better to make that call yourself, so that if a live person does answer, you can actually have a conversation. A conversation is far better than a message, 99.999% of the time. With a holiday message like this or a holiday greeting, and it's something to warm the heart, you're not looking for a call to action of any sort, a message is more than fine in this situation. So slide dial would be a really good option here. To answer your question, Peggy, slide dial is a paid subscription. I don't know how much it is. James, did you do any research on that when you were checking out slide dial today? James had asked the question earlier today on the private group about what the service was that allowed you to just drop a message onto people's phones. And Peggy's asking, wouldn't Phone Burner be better? So for those that don't know, what Phone Burner does is it's very similar. You pre-record a message, you plug in your phone numbers, and it begins to dial. If a person answers the phone, you then you're connected right there, then and there live. There's no click or waiting or anything. You're just on the phone with the person, and you have your conversation. You deliver your message. If they don't answer the phone, you click a button. And when you click that button, what will happen is your message will play on the answering machine, and you're now ringing on the backside, and you're now ringing the next phone number. Peggy, yeah, you can do it that way. The thing about that is with the database of your size, that's going to be hours of calling. Because even with just 30% of the people answering the call from you, it's going to take some time to plow through that. With Phone Burner, can you choose to not talk to someone, just leave a pre-recorded message? You can skip a phone number. You absolutely can skip a phone number, but it won't leave that number a message. It's either dialing the number, and what happens with the dial is based on what happens on the other end. So to answer your question, James, no, you can't choose not to talk to someone. You can skip that number. It just won't dial them. It's not going to leave them a message. Any ideas to the price of slide dial? No, but as soon as we're done with today's presentation, Peggy, I'll dive into. We'll have enough time. I'll go look it up. James says $100. James said it's 100. Now, with this script, if I got a voicemail, since we're on that subject of voice message, if I got a script or excuse me, a voicemail, here's what I would say in the voicemail. Hey, Freddie McClient, this is Paul Baxter over at Legacy Mortgage Group. I was just calling to wish you and yours a happy holidays filled with joy, love, and laughter, and thank you again for allowing me to help you with your home purchase. I appreciate the trust you placed in me, man. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to call. Bye now. So, in essence, my voice message would be the same as if I spoke to them with this message. Okay, so it's the same message that I would deliver, whether it be on a voice message or in live. So it's, you know, it's easy to deliver that. Again, I'm not having any kind of call to action. I'm not looking to ask a question and get a response from the person on the other end. I just want to reiterate my message of happy holidays to them. Again, I've sent them a couple of things, and I'm standing out in their mind in terms of holiday wishers. And later in the year, as the year goes, yeah, I'll ask for their business again, sure. But right now, I'm just reiterating and making them remember how they feel about me. Okay? And one of the things about that is people love to be remembered. I mean, you know, Alan's put an entire presentation on appreciation marketing. It's about being remembered during the holiday season. You know, in America, it's gotten a little bit out of control. I don't know if it's the same way for my Canadian friends. Maybe you could share with me. But in America, being remembered during the holiday season is second only to being remembered on your birthday. The only time it feels better for somebody to just lob a random happy holiday call or you to get a random gift or a random card or something is on your birthday. That's the only time it's better, right? And everybody loves the holiday season. We love to get cool stuff. We like to get cards. We like to be remembered. We like to be thought of and appreciated. It's just our human nature. And these are people who already know, trust, and like you. You've already given them that feeling that made them want to do business with you. You just need to remind them how they feel about you. That's what it's all about with that. And yes, you guys, we're going to post this PowerPoint with the recording today to make sure, you know, you can definitely get a copy of those scripts for the email, the mail, and the phone call. Referral partners, it's a little bit different during the holidays marketing to the referral partners. In reality, no business owner, whether it's a real estate business owner or the local, golly, I don't even know what other business, the local lawn care business, no business owner wants to admit that they have given up on business for this year. No one wants to admit that. However, when you start making calls right now, if you called up an agent today and talked to them about, hey, I can help you get more listings this month in the next 30 days, they're going to say, well, I'm more getting ready for 2015 now. They're going to start telling you that's the newest objection. That's the new objection you're going to start hearing, and it typically starts right around now when you start hearing that. I'm getting ready for 2015 now. Isn't that the same thing as saying I'm giving up on business for this year? I'm getting ready for 2015 now. That's fantastic. Does that mean you've given up on business for this year? I mean, I wouldn't ask that question. That's confrontational, and that's not going to get you anywhere good in the relationship. But that's really what they're saying when they're saying that. And so you can use that knowledge in your holiday marketing to partners. That's why I'm bringing that up, is because, guys, think about it. Your agents are telling you, I'm planning for 2015 now, which means they're pretty much telling you they're given up on this year. And so that's cool. You understand that going into it, so you can use that in your holiday marketing plan to them. Now, same thing with your past clients. You are going to email, you're going to mail, and you're going to call your referral partner database, your targets. The email and mail are very similar to what you sent to the clients. Again, a key thing to remember is not all your partners are Christians, so use generic holidays. Now, in your mail, If you know the person, you know, as you're filling out, as you're doing your direct mail piece, your greeting card, if you know that person pretty well, if you know that they celebrate the Christian Christmas, or if you know that they light the menorah on the 16th of December, you can be specific in those. You absolutely can. In your email, be more generic, because you're going to just blast out one email that goes to everybody unless you know for a fact that all of your referral partners are Christian or Jewish. I would highly recommend that on the email part itself, be generic on that. But the mail, if you want to be, because it's personalized, because you're sending that to one specific person, if you want to be more specific in that message, you certainly can. I would recommend in doing so, well, I'll get to that when we get to the direct mail piece. The call will be quite different. Remember, the goal this time of year, guys, I'm going to tell you, this time of year especially, your agents knowing, remember, we've got knowledge that most of your agents are getting ready for 2015 now. So that old I'm too busy to meet with you is typically going to be that's not going to float. They typically won't throw that out there. And so your goal during this month, when you're making these calls and you're doing your holiday marketing to your referral partners, is to get face-to-face. That's your whole goal, just to get face-to-face. Treat them to coffee, treat them to lunch, take them to breakfast, buy them a glass of wine, whatever the case may be, your goal is to get face-to-face. Okay? And so your email goes like this. Hello, friends. I just wanted to tell you happy holidays from our family to yours. I hope it is filled with joy, love, and laughter. The holidays also mark the beginning of a new year filled with opportunity. I believe in planning those opportunities. If you would like some help with planning your 2015 business, please don't hesitate to call. Happy holidays. So what I did is I delivered my holiday message up front and first, and then I kind of painted the picture. The holidays also mark the beginning of the new year filled with opportunity. That's a positive message. And then I said, I kind of differentiated myself by saying I believe in planning those opportunities. Makes sense a little bit. If you would like some help with planning your 2015 business, please don't hesitate to call. So my call to action is, don't hesitate to call if you want help with planning your business. Now, no, I don't anticipate anybody calling from this. I'm on the email part. Again, I'm making sure that I am in the same place that everybody else is, because everybody else that knows that they're a real estate agent, every loan officer and title rep and insurance rep out there is going to email them at some point in the month of December to tell them happy holidays, right? They're all going to do it. Now, I'm doing mine before Thanksgiving. Why? Because it's unexpected that early. They're looking for these in the month of December. I'm going to get mine out before Thanksgiving so that I can be one of the first up front to wish them a happy holiday. I also want to be one of the first to mention that I can help them with planning their 2015 business plan, right? How can I help them? We'll get into that in just a minute, guys. On the direct mail piece, again, short and sweet. You've got a bunch of these to handwrite out or to get printed, and you don't want it to break your bank. So short and sweet. Dear Freddie, happy holidays from our family to yours. May your holidays be filled with love, joy, and laughter. Your friend and lender for life, Paul Baxter. Now, I'm not their particular lender, but I'm reminding them I am a lender. And notice that this does not have any call to action. It's because this is just a simple greeting card that's going to sit on their desk and stay on their desk likely. Alan, on a percentage-wise, what percentage of real estate agents that you've sent one of your send-out cards to and you walk in to meet with them and your card is sitting on their desk? About what percent of agents that you send those cards to have that card on their desk? And James is asking, would that email be generic, or would you send them individually with their first names? Absolutely not. The email, because I'm blasting that out to my A, B, and C agents, I'm sending that out to every agent that's on my target list. Remembering that my target list is made up of only agents that are above average. Above average. So all of my targets get that email. So that's a generic. It's not personalized in any way. That's why it needs to be a happy holiday as opposed to a Merry Christmas, because I don't know who I'm sending that to specifically. And I don't know whether or not they celebrate the Christian holiday or the Jewish holiday or Kwanzaa. I believe, is Kwanzaa Muslim? I'm not positive about that. Anyway, I don't know what holiday they celebrate, so I send that out generic. Now, on this direct mail piece, you can, if you'd like to, get a little bit more specific. If I'm sending this to Freddie, and I know Freddie celebrates Christmas, he's a partner of mine. He's somebody that, and the direct mail piece is going out to your A's and your B's, people you've done business with. These are for people that you've actually done some business with. I don't know that the C agents that I've not met, I don't know that they're going to get this. They may. It just depends. But you can be a little more specific. If I know that Freddie celebrates Christmas, I may say, Merry Christmas from our family to yours. May your holidays be filled, or, may your Christmas and New Year be filled with, love, joy, and laughter. Joy, love, and laughter. I may be a little more specific on the card if I know them, because I am personalizing that. But on the email, no, you don't want to personalize that at all. Just generic, because that goes out to all of the prospects on your referral partner list. The mail piece, I'm probably only sending that to the agents that I've actually done a transaction with this year, because notice there's no call to action in there. It is going to include a business card, absolutely. It absolutely is going to have a business card in there. Never can get enough of your business card in your agent's hands, right? But that's probably only going to go to the agents I've actually done a transaction with this year. Okay, and then you come to the phone call. This is not a simple holiday greeting. Remembering that my goal is to get them face-to-face. And so the phone call would go, hey, Freddie, this is Paul Baxter with Legacy Mortgage Group. I'm calling you to wish you a very happy holidays. What big plans do you have for the holidays? So I am prompting, trying to generate a conversation. I'm going to listen and respond accordingly. So, hey, Freddie, this is Paul Baxter with Legacy Mortgage Group. I'm calling you to wish you a very happy holidays, man. What big plans do you have for the holidays? And I'm going to shut up and listen. Let them tell me, just a little bit of bonding before I get to my hardcore stuff, right? Well, Freddie, if you're anything like me, you are already thinking about 2015. I would love to treat you to a cup of coffee and pick your brain a little about your 2015 business plan. I have Thursday at 3 or Friday at 2 available. Which works best for you? Now, I said it that way for a very specific and pointed reason. I want to treat them to a cup of coffee and pick your brain a little about your 2000 business plan. Now, I may not even get to, I have Thursday at 3 or Friday at 2 available before they interrupt me in that conversation and say, oh, man, I don't even have my business plan put together yet. I'm going to start working on that this week. I'm going to begin working on that. Oh, man, I'm starting to work on that now. They'll cut me off before I have a chance because I'm asking to see their business plan or to pick their brain about their business plan. They're typically, most have not organized or planned for it yet. You know the typical agents, even for producing agents. So it's important to remember that going in. And so I want to pick your brain a little bit about your 2015 business plan. And as I'm saying, I have Thursday, and they cut me off. Oh, man, I'm just getting started on it now. Oh, brother, definitely meet me for lunch. I've got this little business plan that I've been looking at, and I just wanted to kind of see what other agents are doing first before I put it into play. Can I show it to you and get your opinion on it? course, man. I have Thursday at 3 or Friday at 2 available. Which works best for you? Right? And so that's the part where you're going to need to ad lib. Does everybody understand ad lib? Because it's going to happen differently for each of you, and their response is going to be different for each of you. But I'm going to tell you, if you go into it with, I'd like to pick your brain about your 2015 business plan, you won't get your times out before they interrupt you and tell you that some way, shape, or form they're going to mention that they don't have that done or don't have it together, or perhaps they do have it together and they're going to say, yeah, I'd be glad to show it to you. Right? So it's an opportunity for you. And at that point, before you go into I have Thursday at 3 or Friday at 2, make mention, man, I've got a cool business plan that I'm looking at implementing, and I wanted to see what some good business people were using for theirs first. Would you mind letting me show this to you and get your opinion on it? Anybody know what I'm referring to? Did I put it in here? No, I didn't. I meant to put it in here. So what I'm referring to is utilizing the creating your compelling future. Creating your compelling future is basically a way for them to business plan. It gives them, it breaks down what their why is. It breaks down what their true goals are. It breaks down what they did last year and how they can achieve to get there this year. Share with them you're creating a compelling future. If you haven't done it yourself, I highly recommend that you do so. It's in the members area under the Friday, or under the top producer interview sessions. If you go into that section on the members site, top producer interview section, you're going to see creating a compelling future. Go into that. The docs are all there. Share that with them. Do it yourself first so you know what you're talking about, and then meet with them and share that with them as your business plan. So you don't need to be afraid to say, oh, man, you don't have a business plan together yet. Well, would you mind taking a look at this thing I'm getting ready to implement in my business? Give me your opinion on it. I'd love to get your opinion on it. Share it with them. Have them go through the exercise. And create your business plan together with a new partner or with a partner. Now, if I got a voicemail on that one, it would definitely switch up. A voicemail for this one would just be, hey, Freddie, this is Paul Baxter over at Legacy Mortgage Group. I'm calling to wish you a very happy holidays. Listen, I'd love to get together with you and talk with you about your 2015 business plan. If you get a chance, call me back, 727-555-1212. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Happy holidays, my friend. And that's it. And I did not script that. So again, let me say that one aloud again for the recording. Hey, Freddie, this is Paul Baxter with Legacy Mortgage Group. I'm calling to wish you a very happy holiday season. Hey, listen, I'd love to get together with you sometime and talk about your 2015 business plan. If you get a chance, give me a call back, 727-555-1212. Look forward to hearing from you soon, and happy holidays, my friend. That's it. So that's what I would do in a voicemail. And as far as a 2015 business plan, you guys have one. That Creating Your Compelling Future is a great business plan to share with your agents and have them go through the exercise. Brand you as a person, brand you as very, very different. Brand you as somebody that gets all aspects of business growth, the mindset, understanding the why, as well as the technical side or the tactical side of the operations. You know, how many calls need to be made, how many listings need to be gained each month to get me this many, transactions at the end of the year to earn me this much money. Again, with partners, you're trying to meet with them for the holidays. Meetings during the holiday seasons are much better for bonding. So, guys, here's the thing about the holiday season. Oh, and by the way, let me go back real quick. I'm sorry. Going back to this, when I asked the question on the send out cards, how many were sitting on, what percentage Alan thought maybe sitting on the agent's desk after he sent them. It's hard to know, but I have seen cards I've sent on their desk months later. Sent a card to an agent about their new car, and they pulled it how it showed it. Pulled it out and showed it to me weeks later. So they didn't have it sitting on their desk, but they pulled it out and showed it to them weeks later. And that was just a random card he sent to that person because he noticed on Facebook that they got a new car. Little things like that go a long, long, long way. It's a, you know, letting people know that you remember them or you think about them. It's a huge, huge deal, guys. Huge deal. Meeting during the holiday season are much better bonding opportunities, and let me tell you exactly why. Think about your personal mood during the holiday season. Now, I'm not talking about your personal mood when you're walking around the mall on December 22nd. I'm not talking about that mood. What I'm talking about is what you feel right now today as we're leading into the holidays, what we feel like a couple of weeks into December. We got our tree up at our house. We got our lights up. Everywhere we drive, we're seeing hollies and trees and lights and sparkly stuffs. And, you know, there's some of you, there's a little snow on the ground. I mean, it's a good overall warm feeling. You know, you walk into a place and you smell cinnamon and you smell, you know, pumpkin spice and everything on palm trees with shiny balls hanging from them. Brother, I'm a palm trees Christmas kind of guy myself, man. If I'm not wearing flip-flops on Christmas, it's not Christmas, doggone it. But it's an overall warm, general good feeling that most have. Why it stands out so greatly when you have a bah humbug is because it goes against the general grain of what the overall feeling is of people. People are in a doggone good mood. You know, we're in a good mood. It's the holidays. Our families are around. You know, we just got news that our daughter is going to come stay with us for a couple of weeks, or we just got news that we're going to be able to take that trip to see Mom and everybody up in Nebraska for a few days during the holidays when we really didn't think we were going. It's just an overall good feeling. I've said it before and I will say it again. We as human beings, it is impossible for us to separate work from business. It is impossible for us to do so. And the reason it's impossible for us to do so is because it's entrenched. Our feeling, the things that happen to us affect us at work, because what happens at work puts us in our mindset at a specific place, and that affects us at home. Our mindset at home puts our mind in a specific place, and it allows us to focus at work. I mean, it's just, as human beings, it's what we do. And so the bonding that can take place during the holidays is much, much greater because you're sitting down with somebody that's, you know, you're in a happy spot, they're in a happy spot, they're, you know, it's, hey, how you doing? Well, tell me about yourself, man. What are you doing for the holidays? You guys going anywhere? Oh, that sounds awesome. You know, you're just excited to be talking to somebody about their holidays. They're excited to be talking to you about your holidays. You're feeling good towards one another. That's the bonding. That's relationship bonding. It has nothing to do with business. That's just relationship bonding. And that's what it's all about during the holiday season, is getting those opportunities to do so. Now, there are some other holiday ideas that I've got for you that I want you guys to kind of think about and maybe incorporate into some of the things that you're already doing. Like if you're doing the FSBO for LO strategy, switch your flower pots out for poinsettias or holly right now. Why not? I mean, it's that time of year. Switch that out and use a poinsettia instead. Host a holiday party for your partners, and I'm pretty sure it was Peggy who mentioned just a few minutes ago. Where was it? Let me get to it. I plan to do a very nice breakfast meeting at a fancy restaurant for my top agents early in December. Boom, host a holiday party for your partners. That's a great idea to do. If you're a member of your local real estate association, go to any and all of the holiday parties that they're going to have. Just be part of that holiday spirit. Be part of it and just groove with it. It puts you in that place. Deliver gifts to your personal partner. Like when I say deliver a gift to your partners, I'm talking about the people who are your true referral partners. I'm not talking about the agent you want to be your partner. I'm talking about the people who have helped you pay your bills this year. Bring them a nice bottle of wine. Bring them a poinsettia to their office. Go to their office with a fruitcake. I'll tell you what, my former employer loves fruitcakes. Bring him one, he'll be happier than you can believe. Send me a batch of cookies, and I will tell you what, that is my weak spot. Cookies, homemade cookies or even store-bought cookies. Either way, it works. That's more than fine. Chocolates. Peggy just said, yeah, chocolates are always good too. Absolutely. Who doesn't love chocolates? The cool things out there like gift baskets. If you're not familiar with some of the things they like, get them a little smorgasbord gift baskets, or like a Pepperidge Farm basket, or like a make your own chili basket. Or I've seen lately they've got the old mason jars that has a hole done for you. All you got to do is mix the ingredients up, add the proper amount of oil and 1 egg, and you've got homemade cookies. The little kits like that, or the homemade brownie kits and things like that. Different coffees. You can go to your local grocery store or your local Starbucks and have some nice coffees ground up for them. Restaurant gift certificates are always a good one. Lottery tickets, something, fun things, stuff like that. Deliver gifts to target prospects. Now, these gifts, I'm not saying deliver a bottle of wine to a target prospect, but go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of holiday something or others. You can go to the dollar store right now, and they have these little, they're not huge, but they're little coffee mugs that have holly on them, with the little red berries and the holly leaves. They're 50 cents each. You pick up 10 of those babies, you've spent hardly anything, and you've now, oh, is that a RESPA violation? You can't do that? You can't just bring a random gift for no reason? That's RESPA? Even during, you can't just bring somebody a random present? Hey, you were on my Secret Santa list? Hey, you were on my Secret Santa list. Hey, I saw this and thought of you. You're not allowed to do that? I mean, if it's, well, it's not anything of real value. I mean, it's not meant to help them in their business, and it's not for the assumption of in trade for a loan. I don't know. That may be a wishy-washy one. Check with your compliance officer. Is Joy on the call with us? No, she wouldn't be. Doggone it. I would at the holidays, not a big gift. Okay. Let's check into that a little bit more. If that is a violation, you can do that with your partners just as a friend. I mean, if it's a partner, you can do that. If it's a target, I can see where it's a little bit of a gray area. But if it's a partner that I've done business with all year, there's no RESPA violation in giving a gift to a friend of mine. There's no violation in giving a gift. But the dollar store stuff, you can, like the candy bags, what I'm talking about is you can get these little, you pay $1 and you get 100 of them in a box, and they're these little holiday season baggies. They're like little see-through cellophane baggies, and they've got little, like a candy cane on them. One has like a holly on them. One has a poinsettia leaf, flower on it, stuff like that. And you fill it up with random candy. You can buy bags of candy at the dollar store and just fill them up with some little candies, water bottles, silly toys, stuff like that is good fun. The holidays are a great time to focus on relationships. People love to be appreciated and remembered. The old saying is, it is the thought that counts, and that holds truer during the holiday season than probably any other time. Especially when it's random, when it's not something that people thought was going to happen. Make sure you plant the seed with your partners about the 2015 business planning, and then use your creating a compelling future. Share it with them. Show them you have thought it out and that you have the tools to help them with it. Show them that you've got those tools, and use that leverage to get those opportunities to build relationships. And just remember, have a happy holidays, and it's the beginning time, so I'll say it first. Happy holidays, guys. That is it for my presentation. Now, real quick, I know I ran a couple of minutes over time here. I didn't think that presentation would go as long, but we masterminded throughout, which is awesome. Let's find out exactly how much Slidial is. Welcome to Slidial. How much per Slidial video, Slidial solutions. Okay, how much? They're not going to tell me. Enter your info and then pick a plan. All right. Hold on. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Unlimited subscription with 1 month free trial, $2.29 per month or $30 per year. Pay per use is 10 cents per Slidial. So you can go a couple of different ways here, Peggy. If you want an unlimited number of dials, $30 for the entire year, or $3 a month. If you want to just have a limited number, you just do your 10 cents per dial. It'll charge you 10 cents per dial. So that's the payment on it. Yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. $30 for an entire year, and you've got unlimited Slidials. Now the thing is again, I want to stress that I recommend if you're looking, throughout the year, if you're looking to connect with your past database or you're looking to connect with your realtor partners, this is not the tool. You don't want to do this as that tool. If you're just looking to deliver an overall message, like a holiday message, let's say you buy this for $30 and you send the holiday message now to your complete database. You send a happy spring message in the spring to your complete database. You send a happy 4th of July message to your entire database in July. And then you send a winter's coming message to your entire database around mid-September. 4 times a year you get to send a message to your entire database, cost you $30. $30 for a year equals free. I like it. I like it. Guys, girls, thank you so much for hanging out with me, spending your time. I know we ran a little bit over today, and I apologize for that. I do value your time. Went a little bit longer than I expected, but it was a good call, good conversation. I think some good stuff came out of today. I hope you guys got out of it what you needed to be able to have a good quality holiday marketing strategy. Just implement it now. I highly recommend. Get that first message, get that email out before Thanksgiving. Be the first in their mailbox and get that recognition, get recognized that way, and then follow it up with the direct mail piece, and then make sure you call them. That's the big warm and fuzzy piece right there. So, guys, girls, thank you again. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you right back here, same time, same place. Have a great day, everybody.